My name is Charles Russell. I was a part of the 1st Infantry Division soldiers on Omaha Beach. We were the first division to reach Omaha Beach on D-Day. Our preparations started long before, as we soon learned that France had surrendered to Germany. That was our goal, to liberate France and stop those Nazis. I was fighting to stop them and keep my country safe. We had been preparing for this battle since the winter of '43. I prepared for it by shooting at a gun range for most of my time. The wait was long and had been postponed by a day, but we were still ready. I knew of how much damage that we would take, but the casualties would still be a shock. As we landed on the beach, gunfire rose all around us, and we were not prepared for the bloodshed. We jumped off of our landing crafts and started running. Suddenly, many of my fellow soldiers fell around me, as those cowards shot at us from those bomb-proof bunkers. The water soon turned orange and red as many of my fellow comrades fell. I soon later learned that many soldiers had drowned from not getting to shallow enough water. I was one of few that survived this, as my division had faced some of the most casualties and hardest attacks from Germany. The amount of soldiers falling around me was horrifying, a thought that will never be swept from my mind. I am Donald Baker, a naval soldier. I was a part of Operation Neptune, the naval component of Operation Overlord. Operation Neptune was taking all of the soldiers and transporting them over the seas and to the beaches. My battle began early in the morning. I thought that this would be a normal day, unaware of the blood that would be shed on the beaches and seas. I took my place on the ship as our fleet joined together with the hundreds of other warships. We quickly arranged in the English Channel, ready. I looked around in awe of the hundreds of people who were sacrificing their lives. I saw hundreds of airplanes fly overhead, filled with paratroopers. Our strategy was to use the element of surprise, hoping that if we did not have a pre-invasion strike, the Germans would not be able to counterattack in time. I was on the boat as it soon came to shore. I watched as soldiers ran onto the beach, and as they all soon began to fall one by one, faster and faster. We maneuvered the boat soon to block the beach from U-boats and E-boats to protect the soldiers fighting. As I watched Omaha Beach, we soon realized it was too chaotic not to help. A loud radio soon played and said, "Get on them, men! Get on them! They are raising hell with the men on the beach, and we can't have any more of that. We must stop it." Soon, our commanders yelled at us to open fire on them. We made sure to aim high and fired at the bunkers, watching as the soldiers finally breached the wall. Soon, the other troops came for backup. As I laid beside the large pan spear, I watched as my fellow soldiers broke through to the bunkers and reached the high ground, and I heard the loud gunshots as they finished off the enemy. We had breached the Atlantic Wall. But it was just the wall on this beach. This win had not come without a fight. As I pushed forward with my fellow soldiers, I learned of the large casualties that we had faced. More than 4,000 Allied soldiers had died, with more than half of them being Americans. The other side faced even more casualties. Around 6,000 Germans had been killed. I walked away from that day, knowing that I had helped change history, and I would never, ever forget it.